Hi, my name is Vivek Mahendra. I represent a enterprise architecture advisory firm called as Vivek Advisory, based in India. Today, I'm going to talk about ShieldGuard, a medical coding and edit intelligence agent. This is a Kaggle Capstone submission created for the Agents for Business track. This demonstrates a multi-agent orchestration system called as ClaimGuard AI. The project focuses on one high-friction peer administrative function, which is the RCM Coding and Edit Intelligence. This attributes about 10 to 12 basis point efforts across the entire payer RCM administrative lifecycle. The healthcare payer operate in one of the most complex administrative ecosystem in the industry. Almost a $15 billion industry. Every claim must reconcile clinical facts, member coverage, provider identity, diagnosis code, procedure codes, modifiers, medical necessity rules, denial rules, regulatory obligations, so on and so forth. When this reconciliation fails, the result is rarely a simple technical error. It becomes a manual work, claim fallout, provider clarifications, coding reviews, medical necessity reviews, denial communications, appeal risks, and so on and so forth. The business objective is to reduce the manual effort and improve determination in coding validations and provider edit remediation while maintaining very strong human oversight for high risk clinical adverse or out of the SOP decisions. The solution is intentionally designed as an enterprise grade agentic system, not as a single use chatbot. It uses bounded agent context, standard healthcare ontology, deterministic rules, and the human in loop controls to show how AI agent can safely assist payer operations wherever in alignment to the compliance and revenue and on all the lines. What we are going to show you today is what you see on the set of preset scenarios. These preset scenarios basically include the straight through processing scenario where the claim process passes through with the member diagnosis procedure modifier, the NCCI, and the medically unlikely edits and medical necessity checks. The system marks it as a straight through eligible and produces an audit record requiring human review. In the coding edit error scenario, which is what you're seeing in case number 2 and 3, it typically addresses the coding validation, modify intelligence, and the NCCI MUE agent edits, identify the issues, the edit remediation agent recommends the correction, and finally, the communication agent goes ahead and does the communication. The denial communication, which is typically coming in as a part of maybe the case number 4, it focuses on the material failures such as unsupported medical necessity or non-covered service conflicts. The system maps the issues, the denial remittance concept, drafts the provider-facing communication, and routes the output for human approval. And the last one is a compliance reporting scenario in which the audit and the evidence agent produces a report showing source documents, extracted field, ontology mapping, rules applied, and agent decision, and so on and so forth. On this side of the screen, you typically will see the sequential pipeline flow, which are basically a series of agents addressing the ICD, CPT, HCPS validations, modify intelligence agents, NCCI, MUI edit agents, the medical necessity agents, medical necessity coding agents, the provider coding pattern agents, and the edit remediation agent. What you see on the top here is basically the clinical SOAP extraction done using an IDP agent, a case routing and intake agent, which basically routes the case to the right provider, and then the ontology normalization agent, the matching and entity resolution agent, and the communication composer that you will see here at the bottom after the thing is done. So let's take an example of an NCCI unbundling. We've got the SOAP notes out of the IDP agent. We run the validation pipeline. It goes to the validation pipeline checks, as you will see here. These are the subsequent agents working. There's a clear observability audit log that gets created. The adjusted claims are depicted on the screen, and a remediation agent basically goes ahead and recommends what's the remediation that needs to be planned for. If you apply the edits, the agent does a rerun that you'll see on the top here, and now the claim is ready to be approved and paid. The provider communication is maintained and the compliance is maintained. The dashboard at the bottom, which basically does the provider coding pattern risk, also very clearly captures out the issues that may be typically consistent. Thank you so much.